What's up, YouTube? It's the Ticket Leprechaun coming back with another video. I'm going to share a really cool story that I actually acquired a piece for my collection that came about from me working with the Gastonia Grizzlies a couple years ago. If you're not familiar with my team, by the way, check us out, GastoniaGrizzlies.com. Also, the Gastonia Grizzlies on Facebook. Just check it out. We're pretty cool. Anyways, before I get into what this item is and how I got it, I got a Bible verse to share with you guys. And it comes from Psalms 82:8, and it says, "Come, O God, and rule the world, all the nations are yours." And what that means to me is that someday God will return. He will come back from heaven, and all the nations are his. It doesn't matter what country we're from, what the color of our skin is, creed, anything. All that matters is that we've accepted and believe in him, that he's coming back for us, for his people, for his children. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to message me, contact me anytime. But now let's get to this really cool story and the piece that I'm adding to my collection that came about from it. Alright, so I put together all of my Gastonia Grizzlies items here to kind of show you guys as I talk about the main thing that I got that I'm adding to my collection today. But like I said before, I work for the Gastonia Grizzlies, a summer collegiate baseball team. And here are a few items I've got. I've got the Russell Wilson bobblehead, the Chisel bobblehead, who's our mascot, an old thing of our season tickets, bottle opener that I had. And then, before I get into these two baseballs, up top, might be a little hard to see, but there's my championship ring. Pretty awesome. We won the championship last year. Pretty cool. But now about these baseballs. So my role with the team is I handle all of our season ticket holders, 5-game plan members, and basically I take care of them all the time. Like, I build relationships with them. Technically, I'm in sales. I sell them the tickets themselves. But anyways, 2 years ago, I got to know one of these old timers that had been around our ballpark for a long time. And he used to be the concessions manager in the 50s, 60s, and 70s at our ballpark when other teams were there back then. And he was around for a lot of baseball stuff. And he used to tell me stories about the old Pirates teams that came through and stuff like that. And a couple other things. I'll get into the last story in a minute. But talked to this guy, knew him for a couple years, whatever, and he showed up at the ballpark one day early and said, "Hey, I got some stuff that I want to show you from games before out in my car." So I go out there with him, and he pulls out a couple items. The first one is this 1963 Gastonia Pirates team ball. Now, no one really of note is signed on this baseball except for Murray Cook, who works in the Yankees organization now. He made it to the majors, so that's cool. But the coolest guy on there actually was some random person that had signed it that I met a couple months after that at the ballpark, that came down from New Jersey just to visit. And I found his autograph on my ball 55 years removed, so that was pretty cool. The second item that Al showed me was this baseball signed by Danny Murtaugh and Ray Scarborough. Murtaugh was a manager for the Pirates in the majors, and Ray Scarborough was a local player that went on to play in the majors, and he had vintage cards in the 50s, so that's pretty cool. But the coolest story is the third one. So he had told me, he'd been the concessions guy for a long time there, and this player came to do a home run showcase, barnstorming tour kind of thing years after he retired. And he put this on, whatever, and after it was over, the player didn't want to sign autographs for fans. And Al, along with the other guys running the event, said, "Hey, if you're not going to sign autographs for these people, we're not paying you." So he signed some autographs. And while this was going on, the guy that I know, Al, this old season ticket holder, the only thing that he had was 2 $1 bills. So he got this player to sign both dollar bills. So along with these two baseballs, he showed me one of these dollar bills, and I was just amazed. Like, these were so cool. He then went on to insist that I keep these 2 baseballs and one of the dollar bills. Now, you're going to be blown away when I show you the dollar bill to see who signed it. But I'll tell you what I did with the dollar bill first. I won a contest on Blowout Card Forums around Christmas for a custom card thing where you can make your own custom cuts. Mushi is the guy's username that does these on Blowout. But anyways, I finally got around to making this dollar bill into a custom cut, and I am very excited about it. So without further ado, here it is. The player was Mickey Mantle. Yes, this season ticket holder gave me a Mickey Mantle signed $1 bill and insisted that I have it. So this is a very, very cool piece to me, that it came from someone that was a season ticket holder of mine that he got on a dollar bill. It was given to me, and really this is the only interest I'd ever have in a custom card, but I think it's very cool that it turned out well. You can see where Mickey signed that there on the $1 bill, and I made this myself, cut up the dollar bill and the little picture, and man, that was nerve-wracking. But just wanted to share that with you guys today. Check out my team, the Gastonia Grizzlies. I'm the Ticket Leprechaun, and keep collecting, guys. God bless.